How do you imagine crossing the finish line will feel, knowing everything that's brought you to the moment?
It's going to feel unreal because firstly, I'm raising money for a fantastic cause. Secondly, I'm doing it in name of my sister, which means everything to me. Thirdly, all my family are going to be there. And then just to know that I've done something that I didn't think I could do, that's everything. I mean, that's everything for everybody, right? You want to push the limits. You want to make yourself, feel empowered. So by doing something you didn't think you were going to be able to do, and then finishing that, crossing that finish line, phenomenal. There's nothing else that's going to feel as good as that.
So it is currently 16 weeks, more specifically 15 weeks and 6 days until the London Marathon. I've tried filming this segment to this video a lot of times, but I decided 16 weeks, we're going to start again. I've got a very clear plan for how I want to achieve this. So I think I want to do 10 miles in January. So I want to focus on focusing on 10-mile runs in January, 15-mile runs in February, and then 20-mile runs in March, and then start tapering off towards the London Landmarks half and then towards the London Marathon. So that's the plan, with a mixture of indoor and outdoor runs, just kind of getting miles into the legs, because for the last 4 years I've been training for strength and being really strong. So I've not really been focused on my diet. So that's starting now. It's the 6th of January. It's officially the start of the year. So that's really exciting. So yeah, 10 miles in January, 15-mile runs in February, then 20-mile runs in March, just to kind of build up that endurance, along with some kind of strength training, so kind of hybrid athlete kind of vibes. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. We're just about 14 weeks out, and today I'm on a run, and I'll tell you what, I'm annoyed at myself. I'm going for 6-7 miles today, again aiming for that 10-mile runs in January. I didn't realise it's only flipping February, but I took all that time off from running and it's ruined my progress. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm back at square one and I've not got enough time to be back at square one, so I'm a little bit angry with myself today, and to be totally honest, mentally, yeah, I want it and I'm gonna do it, but I'm just a little bit frustrated with myself. So 5 miles in, 52 minutes, previous mile was 10:26. Now I've had a bit of a stitch, I've had a little bit of shin problems, but actually I'm starting to really settle in now and I'm feeling really comfortable, but I'm not going to push it because I'm trying to get more runs in per week rather than one long run. I want to get a bit more volume into the legs.
So I'm a PT anyway, so I'm a personal trainer, so I feel like I should have been really good at running, but I wasn't. So I've just been kind of getting the miles into my legs, and just building on kind of cardiovascular endurance more so than the kind of strength training that I was doing beforehand. So I'm just running a lot. Consistency, and I knew consistency would be the hardest part because I struggle with consistency in day-to-day life anyway, and just making sure that I'm doing, free runs, a park run, stuff like that has been really challenging. So it's definitely consistency.
Can you share your sister's story and how her passing has inspired you to take on this marathon?
Yeah, so 29th of March 2019, my sister passed away from meningococcal meningitis C, which is a bacterial infection that affects your brainstem. She didn't know she had it. So Abigail was always, she was always a bit ill. She always kind of like had a cold or the flu or something. And on the Thursday, so on the 28th, my mum came into my room like 6 o'clock in the morning. She said, I'm going up to the hospital because your sister's not very well and I've got to go, I'll see you later. And I didn't really think much of it. My sister was a bit of a hypochondriac sometimes, so I didn't think much of it. And then I think my mum called me and said, look, Abigail's really not in a good way. You need to come up to the hospital. And at that point, my kind of entire day, I've even got goosebumps thinking about it, my entire day kind of just changed. And I was like, right, I'm going up to the hospital. My girlfriend at the time stayed behind, got some clothes for people, got some books, because we didn't know how long we were going to be at the hospital for. Got to the hospital and found out she was in a coma. She had meningococcal meningitis, which again, bacterial infection of the brain. and she was basically brain dead. She wasn't going to wake up, and it was just a matter of time, really, making her comfortable. Though when I did walk in the room and my girlfriend at the time read her Harry Potter, her heart rate went up, which normally means she can hear. But yeah, so she passed away a day later. So she was fine on a Wednesday, Thursday morning, coma, and then by the Friday, mid-morning, mid-afternoon, she'd passed away. But it was the hardest time of my life, genuine. I don't think there's anything else that's gonna top that. But yeah, she was only 23 when she passed away, so she was really young. And she was quite, like I say, she always had the flu, but she was quite a healthy individual. She didn't drink, she didn't smoke, she didn't do drugs. It just took her, which is hard to think of, because you can do everything right in life and you still die. Or you can lead a life of smoking, 2 packs a day and you live till you're 80. The world has a weird way of dealing with things. Yeah, so I think so. We've already raised something like £6,000 for meningitis now since she passed away. And just kind of doing these things semi-regularly, like fundraising events, because she's going to help other people. So with her passing away, she donated her organs to 4 people, and that saved 4 people's lives. One of them was a very young girl. I know that. I don't know anything else about it, but one of them was a very young girl, and she is now alive because of my sister passing away. So if that's not legacy, I don't know what it is. But I think that just being able to continue doing these things for Abigail, because it's not that I wouldn't do them without that happening, but I think that's just the catalyst to me being more positive, the catalyst to me helping more people, and the catalyst to raising money for an amazing charity that helps so many people. And it's local as well, they're only down the road. And they've done so much for me and my family. So I think that legacy lives on through me.
So with 2 weeks until the half, makes 5 weeks until the full. Today, one a long run, 20 odd K, might go for the half today, I'm not sure. I'm feeling okay, plenty of energy gels. I've got the my protein ones I'm going to try, and also some SIS ones and stuff. My race pace, I'd like to be 5:47, because that will give me a 4-hour marathon. But I think realistically, 6 minutes to 6:30 is more realistic. Alright, 16 kilometres that I don't think I can run anymore physically. I might have done some damage here, boys. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. I think that was 2 hours and 10 minutes. I thought it was 21.6 kilometres, but I think it might be 21.3. Oh, sure. Oh my god. Okay, so today we are here at Meningitis Now, and I'm with Trevor, who is the head of communications.
That's exactly right. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for sitting down with me today. So I've got a couple of questions for you, and just kind of starting off with what Meningitis Now's vision is and like what their mission is in the meningitis space.
Yeah. So Meningitis Now is a charity specifically set up by a group of families about the mid-80s, so 40 years ago now. To provide support and help for anyone affected by meningitis. Our vision is a future where nobody is affected by meningitis, and that's many years away, but that's where we're heading for. And we want to provide support to anyone who is affected by the disease, whether it's something that you're personally affected by, or if your family or friends need support in any way. That's who we're here for. We are a charity which works right across the UK, in all cases of meningitis, and sadly there are still many cases out there where people need lots of help, and that can be for many years after getting the disease as well. So that's why we're here, and we do some amazing work with some awesome people, and it's a real delight to come into work every day and just hear the stories that people we're supporting.
Yeah, fantastic. What is one of the biggest misconceptions you have about meningitis, or that you get about meningitis?
So one of the things we hear quite a lot of externally is that if you don't know very much about the disease, or you thought that the disease was long gone because there's a vaccine program for it, and that people really don't need to worry about it. And there are sadly many cases of meningitis every year still, and it's still really severe. If you get meningitis, you might be hospitalised. Sadly, some people go on to lose their lives or lose their limbs. You could be mentally incapacitated in some way by meningitis. So we're here to try and raise awareness of the fact that the disease is still here, and that these misconceptions that people don't need to worry, or that the vaccine program is there and is going to cover you in all eventualities. We know that vaccines, whilst they are brilliant and they are bringing numbers of cases down really significantly, they're not going to be able to protect you in all cases. So it's really, really important that, especially if you're, I don't know, a student going off to uni for the first time, that you're aware of the signs and symptoms of the disease and you know what to look out for, either personally or to look out for in a friend or family scenario.
So as well as Trevor, I've also got Kat here, who is the Senior Fundraising Officer for events.
Yes.
Got it right. Yes, go on. So first question then is the money that people raise through doing things like the marathon and everything else. What's it used for? Where does it go to? How does it help?
Yeah. So Meningitis Now has 3 main focuses. So that is raising awareness, funding research, and providing support. So any money that is raised towards our charitable efforts will potentially fund research. So we are currently paying for a PhD student in Bristol to look into carriage, which is really interesting because we can then look at vaccines again. But also for us, raising awareness, signs and symptoms. A lot of people think meningitis is just babies. It's obviously not. So getting our signs and symptoms cards out, all of those signs and symptoms cards cost money. So a lot of the fundraising goes there. But also here at Meningitis Now, we're really proud of our support services. So we are here for individuals and families at any stage following meningitis, whether you're a friend, a family member, a teacher. And that can range from having counselling, we can pay for headstones or any memorial benches and things. And our support services are really vital in the UK, as there isn't really much there following meningitis for those people in terms of information. When people come out of hospital, they're not really explained what they've gone through or what may happen afterwards. A lot of individuals suffer with after effects, whether that's limb loss, scarring. It could potentially be an ABI, so an acquired brain injury, that could lead to learning difficulties, so they need adapted equipment for school. We're here to support those families every step of the way, so every penny that everybody raises is really important for us.
Yeah, I think after Abigail passed away, Meningitis Now funded some therapy for me and my mum. So so that's good. How do you build and maintain relationships with people who help support the charity?
Yeah, so we have a range of teams here at Meningitis Now. So we have our communications team, which are our team that help share stories, fundraising, obviously where we sit, but our support team. So whenever anybody comes into Meningitis Now, whether that's because of a bereavement or a recovery, you are basically given one person to look after you almost throughout that journey. So Ryan, you'll probably have experienced, you've had event fundraisers looking after you during your time. And what that means for us is we really pride ourselves on our personal approach. Because we are quite a small team, we get to provide that one-on-one support, and we try to use a range of communication. So we're texting, WhatsApping, calling, whatever way we can to get hold of people. And then that's really understanding from a fundraiser where they are in their journey. Because everybody's at different stages. Some people are ready to talk and share stories, some aren't. Some are ready to access support but don't know how. So for us, it's about how we encourage those people to do so, and also how we can then help that individual find the things that they need from everybody else within the charity. So the way we look at it is, whether you come in on helpline and you call in to find out the answer to a question, it doesn't mean that that's your only stop in the journey along Meningitis Now. We carry you through as part of the Meningitis Now family. So
how can people get involved with working with Meningitis Now?
Yeah. So Meningitis Now have got a range of opportunities available, whether you are somebody who has never experienced the disease or you've got your own experience. So we have our wonderful volunteering team. They have a tribe of volunteers. I think we're about 100 volunteers who go out across the country raising awareness in schools, WIs, Rotaries, talking about the disease and the charity. So there's always an opportunity to share your story that way. But for us, obviously, sharing stories is very important. That can help raise awareness, but also help us raise funds. So we have our ribbon appeal every Christmas, and that is a supporter who's experienced a loss due to the disease, and they will use that as a way to to raise awareness but also funds for the charity. And then fundraising is the biggest way. Obviously, we have no statutory funding, so we don't receive any money from the government. We're completely reliant on voluntary donations. So fundraisers such as yourself are vital. We can't continue our work without it. So we have a wide range of events, but also our community fundraisers. So some of our community ambassadors do plant sales every Sunday, those kinds of things. And we've also got our wonderful corporate team. So they often help workplaces where a colleague has been affected or is bereaved due to the disease, and they will get up to things like dyeing the hair and cycling on a bike, doing all those crazy things that you sort of see on Red Nose Day and Children in Need. So there are lots of different ways, and the best way to find out is to visit our website.
Fantastic. Right, so I just got a really cool email. Firstly, we are now officially en route to London for that little park run thing that we're doing. We're going over to the XL to go and pick up my bib and go to the running show and get loads of free stuff. But I just had an email from Just Giving saying I'm in the top 5% of all Just Giving pages in the world, if it wants to load. Here we go. So I'm 11,555th for all Just Giving fundraisers, and I'm 3,122nd for the London Marathon event, which is pretty awesome. We've currently raised £2,680 plus £620 gift aid, so way over £3,000, which is really exciting. Ty's filming me while I vlog this, which is great. I can see him in the corner of my eye. So yeah, it's just going to be a really good experience. I'm very stressed. I was just talking to Jess, I'm really stressed, really high strung. The last few weeks, last few months actually, I've been really good at controlling my emotions. Therapy helped a lot of that. But yeah, and now today I'm so high strung, so I'm anxious, I'm nervous. Here we are, look, already half the job. Okay. Got the finisher t-shirt already, look at that. Making a mess. Tied it up in a sec. Yeah, so all I need now is a medal. And I don't even need to do it. 59 joys, good for happy. Expo Fort, busy mate. Busier than I would have expected. To be fair, it was a Saturday, so you know, he's got a little medal, sorry. He's got a little mini marathon medal. It was alright, it was good. Didn't get as much free stuff as I wanted. We got that free Get Pro and that was about it. But we got the t-shirt, got everything that matters. I just tired. It was very overwhelming, do you not think? I think that was... Yeah, it was, I didn't like it. The name war, we didn't even film anything for this. I did when I vlogged. But oh my god, the name war was unreal. It was horrific. So busy. And people with no spatial awareness as well. But overall, it was good. Alright, so it's currently 10 to 7. I've eaten one of these porridges. I'm trying to eat the other one, but it's like baby food and it is absolutely hard to swallow. How are we feeling? Stressed. Excited, nervous, apprehensive, anxious. What other adjectives do we have? I kind of don't want it to be over. This whole thing has been my personality for like 6 months. At least for the last 3 months, all I've talked about to everybody is I'm running the London Marathon. So I think apprehensive is the biggest word. But excited. It's going to be a vibe. The atmosphere is going to be great, and that's what's going to carry me through, I think. So, cheers.
That is my, what's it called? My uncle's partner made a load of these little hearts when Abigail passed away, when she was in the hospital, and made loads of these little hearts. And I take one with me everywhere I go. So, that's why it's there. We just hit 2.8k, £2,822, including £653 gift aid. That's a madness.
To be fair, it would be nice to hit 3, just a nice round number. Take it slow. We'll see you on the other side. Well, here we are. Start line. All of this effort for this. And this is what the marathon is all about for me. All of the people. I've had so many people cheer for me. It's great. I don't know if you can hear this. Put my headphones back. Vibes. There you go, look at it. My split pace is a little bit all over the place, but we're getting there. 10k, just over 10k now actually. It's hot. You don't want to hug it. Oh my god, this is hard. I've got to do it again now. It's my head actually that hurts more than anything. It's alright now, but it keeps going a little bit. Well, a woman just went down there.
Go on, Harrison! Alright, I think that's the one. I just know.
Dolphin.
Oh, the vibes are good everywhere else, but it's getting hard. I've got a bit of a stick. I don't keep not playing ball. Every time I try and stretch, something else cramps. It's getting hard now. I just saw Jess. Kai didn't film that. Yeah, it's starting to get hard. Looking like 5 hours. Might not even be realistic, but hey, we can still bench 120 reps. Alright, we're starting to seize up, legs are getting a bit heavy. 11 miles to go. We are going to have to start definite. We're going to have to start definite, I think. I keep just saying to myself, I knew how mentally tough this was going to be. I don't think I realised how physically tough it was going to be. Anyway, it's 25k. Oh, we're 18 miles in, we've got 8 miles left. I'm starting to walk run. I've had to slow right down to a waddle, really. My feet are going, and my glute. Yeah. 21 kilometres in. Fighting through the pain. I'm convinced they keep moving the mile markers further away.
You're going to beat us to the hotel right at this rate. Keep going.
That's 40k. 2 more to go. Thank you.
52,000 people have come down the mile. And now,
Look at that. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. I've got no moisture in my body to cry. Holy shit. I can't cry, I've got nothing to cry. I've got no tears, I've got no salt in my body, I've got nothing left to cry. Oh my god. Look at what, I love how there's so many paramedics this side. And that is all she wrote.
Okay.
This is a devastating disease, but when I look out across you all here in this room today, you all are the embodiment of Meningitis Now. You're the embodiment of the Meningitis Now family, and that just means hope and it means optimism. This is such a brilliant day, not only for fighting back against this devastating disease, but also for thinking about a better future. So, on behalf of Meningitis Now, on behalf of the Meningitis Now family, let me just end by, well, saying something where I started, which is honestly, you've done something so amazing. So thank you, enjoy all your champagne and enjoy all this celebration, and thank you, friends and family, for making it happen. Thank you for the Meningitis Now staff and volunteers, particularly Kyra, who helped take a lead in organising the event. Thank you to all the staff and the Royal Overseas League as well for hosting us. I hope you've all had a brilliant day. I hope you share my sense of optimism and hope about today. But once again, thank you. You have done something absolutely phenomenal. So a huge round of applause.
Well, that's a medal. I did cross the finish line. I am a little bit disappointed in myself, I'm going to be honest with you. I really underestimated this whole marathon malarkey, and pissing about benching 120 for reps the other day did not help. But it was good fun. The atmosphere was phenomenal. I think everybody else carried me through. There was at least 2 times where I wanted to stop. I couldn't cry because I had no salt or water left in my body. But it's sub 7 hours, which is, better than a DNF. I think I might have hurt my adductor quite badly, my glute, my calf, and my hamstring, but I've got another leg. So, and we've nearly raised £3,000. We're about £100 away from £3,000, which is pretty phenomenal. And this has got some weight to it, so if anybody gets in my way, sorted.
All right, so I've just managed to have a nice quick little massage, and now I'm looking very sunburnt. I'm feeling a little bit heat strokey as well. But I'm just going to have a quick little shower and then a good nap.